Thank you, Shillong, for your love and support for the past 15 years of our services. We are now upgraded to Blue Square Showroom. Come join the Blue Brotherhood. The Meghalaya Football Association lani MFA mendagasni kalapin pana baya ka league kabaki riewieid football ke jylla ki ap khmi linti kata ka Meghalaya State League lani MSL on sdang no hau banai risau bat on wan raru ya ki club ki bapau na borok ki we ki district habe kren mat kilal pathai Khubor mendagasni ka MFA kalai tho ba on sapenlong ru ya ka youth leagues haka kerdan jang ka under 13 under 15 but under 17 but kiba job hakani ka youth league on sajet ban mikmat ya ka jylla shaki tournament ban pinyat shen da ka all India Football Federation lai thu ba ya ka MSL la ai jingkrshan da ka sor ka jylla nadu balasdang ya kani ka league but hakani ka league kiba job hagi tournament ba pair bala pinyat da ki association habaro ka we ka jylla but hau banai risau on sapenlong yaki league habaro ka we ka district jong ka jylla lemba ka jing teplem jong kinang elam ka MFA khanang bon yo lat ban jiet yaki madan lekai haka we pa ka we ka district.
On behalf of the Meghalaya Football Association, I'd like to bring good news that the third edition of the Meghalaya State League is going to happen again this year. As per the schedule, we should be ready to kick off on 15th of October. Just to recap, we've had the MSL in the year 2018 and 2019. 2018 was the inaugural venture, bringing about a different approach towards having a state league. And this is primarily the champions of the respective district associations. There are 21 affiliated district associations with the MFA. So the champion teams of each district association qualifies to play the Meghalaya State League. The Shillong Sports Association being an association which is in the forefront in promoting football in the state and having the best league structure, they've been given advantage of 4 teams qualified from the SSA league. This year we have come again with this MSL. It's not that we did not want to have the MSL in the last 2 years. All of us know it's because of the COVID, and it has restricted all the sporting activities. But then this year the associations have again reactivated their footballing calendar, and we felt it was necessary to come with the MSL so that it will be also an opportunity for the associations who are conducting the leagues to have another platform of sending the champion teams to finally try to be the champions of the state. It is a usual pattern wherein this particular Meghalaya State League has been primarily funded by the state government, and we'd like to thank the state government through the sports department in reaching out their hands to us to help us in bringing about this league. And in this funding pattern, it's the district sports associations who have conducted the leagues, they are entitled to a subsidy of a certain amount. The teams that qualify, they also entitled to a certain subsidy. And the teams finally who qualify for the semi-finals as well are also entitled to a certain subsidy. Coming to the venues, we usually have broken down into 4 zones in the last 2 editions. Garo Hills in the inaugural thing we had in Ampati, then the second edition we had in Resu. West Khasi Hills, the inaugural session we had in Mairang. Then the second edition we took to Mokurwat. Then in the case of Riewieid, the first we had in Kurkalang. In the second edition, because of the ground conditions, we could not have the venue in riewieid, so we shifted that to riewieid. However, July is quite fortunate to be able to host both the first and the second edition. This year we have embarked on a different approach towards venue selection, wherein the 4 zones, Garo Hill zones, we have entrusted the Vice President of the MFA, who is based in Garo Hills, to coordinate with the 5 districts in coming about with the venue. I mean, they will propose, criteria will be set by the MFA, then they will come up with a proposal. They will be bidding for 1 or 2 venues, and the final call will be taken by the organizing committee of the MSL. Then the same in Jaintia Hills, it will be, of course, being spearheaded by the West Jaintia Hills District Sports Association, and all the respective associations based in Jaintia Hills. Then they will meet, and then they will discuss, they will deliberate on the venues, and then the best proposals will be set. West Khasi Hills, Southwest Khasi Hills will combine together, as well as East-West Khasi Hills. So that we have entrusted to Nongstein to spearhead. Yeah, we entrusted to Nongstein District Sports Association to take a lead role in convening all the respective district associations of that area to come up with proposals for the venue. And with respect to the 4th venue, we are looking at East Khasi Hills, that is to be spearheaded by Shillong Sports Association, combining with riewieid. So hopefully they'll come up with 2-3 proposals that we can zero down. So again, the venues is going to be 4 venues, and the teams will be divided again into 4 groups. There's going to be a league, and then the top teams from each league then will vie for the semi-finals and finally for the finals. As of now, since the venue have not yet been finalized, so we will not be able to share with you information regarding the finals. So subsequently, we will be able to, once the whole venue aspect has been decided, and then we have got a very confirmed report from the district associations regarding the conduct of the leagues, then we can have another briefing like this, wherein the details of all those can be shared with you. We have also will be advising, in fact, immediately after this press conference, letters will be going out to all the affiliated associations to ensure that they complete the league by 15th of September. 15th September? Yeah. By 15th September they should complete the league. Then it gives us ample time to then finalize on the teams that are qualified, and how do we go about in grouping them, and then even finalizing on the venues. The Meghalaya State League is a league that has been undertaken to look at promoting football in the state in a more broad-based approach, wherein giving due opportunities to the different affiliated associations to be part of the main state league. Another opportunity also for players from those areas to show their talent, the capability and the capacity, which will again open the opportunities also for them to get into good clubs as well as the state team as well. I know before I take questions from you all, World Cup is coming. Though we are launching it on 15th of October, we hope that we should be able to somewhat be able to finish the major portions of the matches before the World Cup. We'll have to take a call whether simultaneously as the World Cup goes, whether we can have this league or not. That we will have to take a call on that. But then again, the good news is that MSL 2022 is coming back, the 3rd edition. And hopefully teams, after having a 2 years gap, they'll be more rejuvenated, more enthusiastic to come and challenge to be the champions of the state. Based on the experience that we've had in the last 2 editions, and with the objective of promoting actually more referees, we will be engaging referees from those respective zones. However, referee assessors will be sent centrally from the MFA. They'll go and assess the performance of the local referees over there, and even workshops also will be conducted, because that's the only way we understand that these people, the referees, will be able to grow, will be able to get the confidence and knowledge. It's only when they are given more administering more matches, and then having also assessors to actually assess their performance. This is something that we are embarking this time, and I hope that it will go a long way in developing referees, and referees who are really interested to learn, who will not mind to be corrected. For them, it's a good opportunity. And with respect to coaches as well, there will be a criteria for all the teams who qualify for the MSL to have a certain licensed coach. And this too also will be, again, it's not that they coach a team and then it's the end of it, but then they also will be monitored regarding the performance. So that will be a good yardstick for them also to look at themselves, whether they are growing, whether they need to improve, and where's the area they need to improve. And at the same time also will equip them to actually go for the next level of the licensing also, by virtue of them getting a lot of exposure to be with the teams who have qualified for the MSL.
You know, just for your information, actually in the yesteryears, in the years of 88, 89, when we were playing, actually we used to have this tournament called the inter-district tournament, the sub-juniors and the juniors. But MFA this time have done away with all that. So we are now introducing this, the youth leagues. So here, actually, we are having the youth league comprising of 3 categories, that is the under 13, under 15, under the 17, and which will have Meghalaya a unique football structure in the country. So as you all know that Meghalaya has had a remarkable success at the youth levels, especially in the recent years when the state won the under 17 boys Super Cup, the Sub-Junior Nationals Football Championship, both in 2019. This month, Meghalaya has also secured bronze medal at the Khelo India Youth Games, and in 2018, one of the premier clubs in the state, Shillong FC, became the champions of the AIFF Under 18 Youth League title. So the Youth League will be inducted into the CRS and CMS of the All India Football Federation to achieve the goal of professionalizing the football ecosystem of the state and reduce the possibility of age fraud. So actually the main aim of this league is that, to give opportunities of the young footballers to climb up the ladder into the sub-junior and junior levels and so on.
We developed this concept with the USL and with the members of the MFA, especially with the guidance of the president. We came up with the Meghalaya Youth Leagues, which is very similar to the Meghalaya State League, but however we followed the guidelines of the All India Football Federation. This is going to be one, again, like how the MFA conducted the baby leagues for the first time and it became a pilot for the whole nation to follow. This is going to be very, very similar. This is going to be the first youth league in the whole country at this extent, and also nearly every single category moving into the CRS and the central management systems. Even the Meghalaya State League, for that matter, this year will be moving into the central management systems. More than that, the pathway for these baby leagues will be going into the under 13, under 15 and under 17. And above and beyond all of that, this whole thing will be divided into 5 zones. So we'll be having, the format is that we will be having 5 zones. We've identified 5 major districts of Meghalaya, which is Ri Khasi Jaintia Hills, West Khasi Hills, East Khasi Hills and Garo Hills. And there will be a bidding to host the venues, for the host venue. And once base and the committee which will be chaired by Bak Sunesh, and at the same time also Bak Lumbor, Dr. Lumbor is also a vital member. They will decide who will be selected to host the venues based on the criteria set by the MFA. And these criteria are based, have been taken from the All India Football Federation's venue criteria, which we've tailor-made it to make it more Meghalaya friendly. The objective is to have, it will be a home and away to give as many games to these players. And finally, the champions, the top 2 teams, not the champions, but the winners and the runners-up of the league. We're not having a tournament, it will be a league. They'll be playing a home and away game at the venues, at the group stage, which is at the zone level. They will play a home and away game, and then from there they will come and play the state championship, which is phase 2. The phase 2 will be the state championship, which will be a week-long tournament in Shillong for all the 5 winners of the league and the runners-up and the best. And there will be a total of 12 teams coming into Shillong. And the winners of this league will represent Meghalaya at the national level youth leagues, which the AFF will be launching very soon. So AFF had approached the Meghalaya Football Association and also the government of Meghalaya, the sports minister, the honorable sports minister, and they had come and presented this. And we are the first state to actually move forward with this at this extensive, with this capacity and at this large scale, with the full support of the government. And yes, again, this is open to having partnerships with other corporates, and hopefully we have as many sponsors as possible, if not also, and this will also, we'll try to go live into Facebook and everything. And very, very crucial about this is that we will be having for the MSL and for the Meghalaya Youth Leagues this year, the Youth League and the Youth Committee and the Senior Committee will be developing a scouting pattern. So state teams from this year on, from the here on forth, will be scouted as per the scouting pattern which the Youth Committee and the Senior Committee will be developing. So the whole thing is that just to develop a better ecosystem, and also the state teams and nearly everyone will get an opportunity from every district, from every nook and corner, with the support of the government, to get an opportunity to represent the state and also to hone the skills at a more level and more games to play.